Do y'all know that we, society, we don't really know women? So let me break this down. A lot of people are really upset about the modern woman. I mean, oh my gosh, she got her own money. She's this independent person, and she wants to have more than one man, and she's showing her body, she's being openly sexual. Oh my God, who are these modern women? The answer is we are who we would have been had we not been oppressed by the patriarchy, right? So let's just really get into it. We had to behave and do everything y'all wanted because we couldn't do anything without a man. Okay, I don't need to get into the history. Y'all know what it is. No bank accounts, no nothing. The livelihood, our lives depended on having a man. So therefore, that comes with all of the rules. We have to, no matter how we feel, cheated on, abused, respected. It doesn't matter. I have to stay with this dude because without you, I'm homeless. I can't do anything. Right? Okay. So you get that. So you don't really know any group of people or any person until they're free, right? You got this tamed, afraid, intimidated, oppressed version of what you think a woman is. But now that we're not that anymore, you're getting who we would have been before. Because this whole asexual, sexual oppressed version of women acting all, oh my God, I mean, we don't like sex. We don't like to do it often. We only want one person. All this shit, that came because that's what we had to do. You know what I'm saying? We kind of had to do that, right? So that you got a false representation of who women are. Now women, nobody is understanding this new woman. Well, we are a new woman, but we're also who we would have been had that not happened. Because we go back into like ancient Egyptian societies. When women were, did you see what they were wearing? They weren't walking around looking like fucking Muslims in ancient Egypt. They were showing their body. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't even a word for virgin because who cared whether you fucked or not? Women had many lovers, men, women, whatever. Women did whatever they wanted to do and they were running shit. Women were pharaohs. So sexuality and whether somebody could be taken seriously as somebody in power wasn't even a thing back then. And that was one of the most successful, beautiful, innovative cultures, ancient Egypt, right? So the whole thing is you're just simply getting now what you would have gotten had the patriarchy, aka men, not came along and fucked us up. Kind of like slavery, right? For those who want to disagree, let's think about slavery. So a lot of white people back in the day thought that black people were these dumb, timid, incapable people. But once we got free, we started displaying how smart we were. You can't be walking around too fucking smart back then. That'll get you, they don't want all that. So once black men or black people started to get free, they started getting money, inventing shit, showing their intelligence, running shit, being a power. That was deemed as something that black men just weren't capable of. That wasn't in their nature. We were dumb, we weren't smart. But once we got free, you started to see the truth and the beauty of who black men are. So it's the same thing now. Y'all don't know women, but you're getting to know us. We are free. We are highly sexual beings. We like to show our bodies. We just had to act like, for years, had to act like we didn't. And y'all got used to this controllable, oppressed version of what y'all think a woman is. But now y'all need to that's why this awakening is happening. That's why women are displaying and talking about and being the sexual people that we actually are, because we are human. Humans are sexual beings. And last time I checked, women are actually human. So just think about that. Who would we have been had we not been oppressed? Back in the 80s, back in the 1800s or whatever, if women were able to own and have their own business and not be completely dependent on men for survival and to be able to live and breathe, don't you think they would look a lot like the women you see today, owning their own shit, having men that make them happy, not dealing with abusive stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. If oppression never happened, you'd be getting what you get now. If sexual shaming with women especially never came as a form of control, how do you think women would be acting? Like this. It is. So that's why songs like WAP and the women who display their sexuality and the way they want to, I'm not talking about trafficking and all that, the way they want to is empowering, because that is who we would have been had y'all not come along with y'all's insecurity and oppressed us. So now you're just going to have to deal with it. That version of the meek woman who, oh my God, now that we have our own money, you are in our own lives and our own autonomy, you are going to have to really, we're going to have to see your real value now, which means you're going to have to treat us well. You're used to getting away with doing whatever because we had to stay. Just like the white man could treat black people however back then because they had no choice. But now that they have a choice, you better come correct or you're getting that ass beat. You know what I'm saying, right? So just food for thought. And let me know what y'all think about that.